Hustler.
Hustler.
And by the way,
Hustler.
I plan to cover rappers from all regions. I just happened to do Ice-T today because it's his birthday.
That's
so
fair.
Happy birthday.
You do who you want to do, man.
That's right. And then you
And
know
I
what?
really mean that too.
I know I can do what I want to do, but
said
I just
do
want
who
to
you
let
wanna
people
do.
know that it's not just a West Coast thing. But I will say that the West Coast has contributed a lot to hip hop, and a lot of it has not been documented or talked about. The East Coast always gets all the credit, and I love the East Coast. It's not even an East
Because
Coast.
that's where it started, son.
Yeah, we
Word
created
life,
it.
It's
East
not
Coast.
even an East Coast
New
West
York.
Coast thing with me. I love it all. I love Nas. I love G-Rap. I mean, I love all good hip hop. But I'm from the West Coast, and I came up in the West Coast, and I know most of the West Coast artists. So
Hell yeah.
of course I'm gonna be.
Are you familiar with Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs?
Yes, I am.
Straight from Rhode Island.
Checking
from
Boston.
Boston.
Just checking
Boston.
from Boston.
Be a father to your child.
Yeah, they
What
were
is the
dope.
name of the group?
Ed
Ed
O.G.
O.G.
and the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs.
they're
Never heard of 'em.
They weren't real big mainstream groups, so
They were
They
East
had
Coast,
really,
son.
really no East Coast.
They put two out.
Word
They
life,
were.
son.
Ed O.G. was dope.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ed O.G.
Who are some of the other East Coast groups?
I was a big, goddamn concussion. Scott LaRock,
Uh-huh.
DJ,
Yes.
From BDP.
BDP. I remember I was gonna go to the concert they had on a Saturday, and then Scott LaRock got murdered, and I was just
Oof.
like really devastated about it because that was one of my favorite groups.
Yep, that was my favorite group back in the day too.
I like
Them.
BDP.
BDP, definitely love Premier. I still think he is like one of the best DJs and producers in the game, and he's true to it. For those of you guys that may not know, when he did the battle on what was it, BET Awards,
Okay.
that they wanted Justin Bieber to be
What?
in the circle. And
Oh,
Premier
man.
is like so,
That-
hip hop like.
Baby,
Hell
baby,
nah.
baby, no. No.
What are the East Coast groups? I
Hell
like
no.
Stetsasonic.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like Brand Nubian. Slow down. My
Remember,
shit.
Yes. Leaders of the New School, where
Yes.
Busta Rhymes came
That's
from.
when he was like kind of wild.
Rush, and attack.
But what is New York putting out now though? What do they have out like that's?
I like Mob Deep
Everything's
a
coming
lot.
from down
Yeah,
south
Mobb Deep.
now.
Love Mobb
pretty
Deep.
much.
I like
The
Black
South
Moon.
been holding it down for a minute
South is
now.
doing it.
Yeah.
They've been holding
yeah.
it down for a minute now. But I love all hip hop. I love all hip hop that is good. So it doesn't matter where it's from. I have favorites on
So
the
you
East
really
Coast.
like Beat the Pussy Up?
I do like.
I love that song. That beat is ridiculous.
I do like that.
You could have wrote.
But that's
something like
from the Bay Area. Loverance is from the Bay Area. That's West Coast.
I like the message it gives.
It took me a while to warm up to Bay Area hip hop, but now I really like it. Like at first I didn't really like E40, but now I really like his music, and I love, of course, Too Short and
Yeah.
Love Rant.
Yeah,
I really
everybody in my little circle, we just clowned E40 because of how he sounded. We
Yeah.
didn't know because we're from the South and we didn't
Kinda
know
warmed
what
up.
the West Coast was about or how they talk. Really, we
Kind
thought
of
it was
grows
funny.
on you.
Yeah, but he's awesome. He's really good.
And I have
Did
to
you
say,
say awesome?
I said awesome.
I have to say this about the Bay Area. They are the most loyal town to their artists that I've ever seen. I mean, like when you come to the Bay Area, you're going to hear Bay Area artists on the radio.
Right.
Like you go anywhere else, you hear the same top 10 songs that are in around the nation, but in the Bay Area radio plays Bay Area songs. And shout out to Richie Rich from the Bay.
That's the home.
And the fans support Bay Area artists when they're from the Bay. They definitely, man. I mean, there's a loyalty in the Bay Area like no other place. I mean, Mac Dre, he's been, gone for a few years. They still, support his music.
Yeah.
Everybody. So
'Cause that
shout
one-
out to hip hop.
The one song that Drake did, it was
I'm in the building
tribute-
and I'm feeling myself. I
tribute
like that.
to Mac Dre, right?
Oh yeah, that Drake did that. Yeah. So
Shot the video in the town.
Yeah.
actually, I
love-
heard they shot it somewhere else because the town wasn't having it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
one
really?
thing. The Bay Area, they don't.
Yay area.
They picky about who they really let on their turf, and I think that
Oh,
Drake
there
had
it is
to
right
do it
I
somewhere.
think when
else.
this song dropped, I said, "This nigga is crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
What happened to
Bring it
Dots
to
Effects? Remember Dots
I didn't
Effects?
like that.
Diggity dots
Back
up
to the
back.
sword.
I like that one song.
Yeah, welcome to Mickey McDonald's. Can I hickey to help you?
Microphone check.
Remember when Ice Cube did "Check Yourself" with them?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were on the hook.
Yeah.
Dig it with planets.
I love
That's
them.
East
Invisible
Coast.
Planets.
They
De
fell
La
off.
Soul.
What happened to
De La Soul,
Digable?
East Coast.
Like
Digable.
tuning.
The little light skinned girl was pretty as hell.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them.
I think they all kind of went their separate ways. I think they're, and then I think I recently heard that they are back together doing shows together. But they all kind of did their
DJ. Shout out to
The
DJ
separate-
always for being on top of it.
separate
We
solo
beat to rap.
careers.
What?
He didn't play no
Keep it
Kid and
alive.
Play.
Kid and Play.
That's my group.
Yeah,
Is that your group?
your
Oh,
brother.
Man. I used to get the party crunk.
Your brother, Kid.
But what
Man,
about the hardcore New York? I love Bumpy Knuckles,
Never
Who?
heard of that.
Bumpy Knuckles.
Freddie Fox,
Oh, Freddie Fox is
Not
dope.
familiar.
Freddie
Still
Fox.
don't know who that is.
Did you guys like Naughty by Nature?
I like Naughty.
I like Naughty by Nature.
Eh, what? What, Claudia?
DJ
They follow me on
KD.
Twitter. Some of that stuff. I don't like real commercial stuff. You know?
Yeah.
They didn't make it for that. It just turned into
I know, it's not their fault.
Yeah, but
Some
their
of the
first
stuff.
their first album was had a couple cuts that were not quite so commercial. I'm defending them.
Shout out and rest in peace to Apache, Gangsta Bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What happened?
so-
How'd you die?
I don't know how he died.
I mean, he died.
He died. No, I don't know.
I said she, gangsta bitch. Hey, I'm gonna be off for a couple weeks. Just to let you know,
Where you going?
mentally.
Okay.
Check it out.
We haven't made any mean comments to you. Like,
No, I
The
don't.
whole 5 minutes.
It's been awfully quiet. I like Eric B and Rakim. Y'all like
I do.
Rakim?
Speedy knows just an act. You know,
All right, cool. So it's been a great show.
Yes, indeed.
uncomfortable.
I like how your watch matches your shirt.
And my shoes.
Can't stand
Coordinate.
this nigga
See,
right
I
here.
didn't make
I'm
a
a
comment.
Virgo. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
Very good, Claudia.
Oh, Virgos.
Gentler, kindler.
Is that what it is?
Kindler.
Kindler.
That's not a word.
I'd like to buy an
Oh, we
extra
forgot
letter,
the
please.
ultimate East Coast group, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah.
I always meet someone that says they're from Wu-Tang. I met someone the other day that was like 21. He's like, oh, Mom, and you Wu-Tang. And I'm like, no, you're not. How many?
Wu-Tang came around before you were born.
How
I'm
many-
West Coast affiliate, son.
Yeah, I'm,
What?
an
I'm the
affiliate.
killer bees.
There's so many guys that say they're part of Wu-Tang, but there's so many of them that you can be like, oh, maybe you were.
Maybe you were.
Maybe I overlooked you. And he really said that he was in the Wu-Tang.
I couldn't get into them. I tried.
Really?
Wu Tang, Roots.
What?
Couldn't get into none of them.
To me,
lost their